I am not an AI coach or even an AI expert, but what I am is someone who, at the beginning of this year, said that I would start using AI in my business more. Actually, I laid out 10 different ways that I would be leveraging AI more in my business this year, and I had no idea what would happen next. But what did, I can't say that I don't know if anyone ever expected, but I'm not an AI coach, but I have been using AI to leverage and build some pretty amazing things. And that's what we'll be talking about tonight on our mid-year episode of Pitch Practice,
The
the
show.
show. My name is Mark, and I am the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
Brandon here, your chief business strategist, helping to get those funnels hooked up online properly so you don't miss a lead.
Nice, nice. How is everyone doing out there today? Give us a hashtag where you're watching from down in the comments. Here we are, Brandon. June, what is today? June 4th?
June 4th. Yeah, we are a day behind putting up. Normally we're on Wednesday. Yes, it's Thursday night, but we were just busy yesterday. I was dealing with a lot of work stuff that kind of carried over into the evening, and I still had to work out and all that kind of stuff, 75 hard. And I just was like, dude, I can't do it tonight. Plus I had a kid's soccer tryouts. I was like, yeah, not happening. Tomorrow night's better. We're here. We're still here on the weekly show. It might be a day late, but we are still here.
Yes, yes. I hit you up to see if you wanted to do it earlier.
Yeah. No, I had to get up and do the workout and then get to work early so I can get out early. And yeah, it's not been a great time at the Bruce Wayne gig right now. A lot of stress going on with some things there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know we had a great week last week. And I thought, man, you know what? We recorded it earlier in the daytime, and then we actually just kind of streamed live later. So, and I think you read my mind because, like I said, right when you said, "Can we postpone it?" Yeah, you read my mind. You were having soccer practice, and it was the NBA Finals,
Yeah.
game 1.
Yeah.
Game 1. I don't know if you know it, but the local team, San Antonio Spurs, have made it all the way to the NBA Finals.
Mhm.
It's been a pretty crazy just atmosphere around the entire city. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So last night was game 1, and I was trying to, yeah, but we're here tonight. We're here tonight. Uh, and how was your week? How is your well, we're gonna get into tonight. I think tonight is really just gonna be us coming on talking about what we're doing right now in our businesses, what we started off this year, what our goals were, what were our goals at the beginning of this year, and where are we at in relation to where we thought we would be. Are things the way that we expected they would be?
I mean, I'd like to wish they were. It started off a little bit hot in the beginning of the year. A couple clients got some builds done, and then it's just kind of petered off. But it is 100% my fault as far as not, again, putting myself out into the market and getting the clients. But it's like at the beginning of the year, everybody's like hot and like ready to strike. I was like, yeah, I want to do the marketing like right now for the year, but it's already too late, right? For what it is, because you're already behind the 8 ball. If you start at the beginning of the year, you're already behind the 8 ball. You got to start the year before, right? Like now is the time to hire somebody to get ready for next year, because it takes months planning and building and setting up the campaigns and for the algorithms to pick it up. It's like 90 days. So like if you want to hit hard January 1st, like you got to start now.
Nice. You mentioned that. You mentioned that it takes some time to ramp up. I don't know if that's, I think when I look at this year, I think so far that it has been almost completely, it's almost as if we've lived 2 years within 6 months. And yeah, and you talk about those things that you talk about. Okay, let's talk about, there's a lot to talk about, but as far as, getting the word out there and ramping up to be, the go-to business, things have changed almost completely 360 within the past 3 months.
No,
And
they have, yeah.
yeah, and the amount of changes that are is coming out at this breakneck pace. I don't think we talk about it all the time. We haven't really talked about it every week. We do come on, and if you want to stay current with what's going on, this is where you come to find out what's really happening in the world of marketing, from the AI secrets, the ClickFunnels plus 1K one comma club challenge that started off the year, and then Russell dropped the freaking second challenge, which was the AI secrets challenge and the marketing secrets platform that I've been really diving into. And it seems to me like he's really putting a lot of resources behind that. They're having weekly out of office hours. They've got the backstage pass there. And then also, when you look at how businesses are discovered today, it's you remember how we would talk about the it's soon to be a one no click environment. I think
Hmm.
we're literally in that no click environment right now. When you look at the changes that Google has made to its search engine, you don't get the same results that you got before.
No, I
And
mean, ranking number one doesn't matter anymore. It's if you got to show up. Like it used to be number one on the page, then it was rich snippets, and now if you're not in the generated content at the top of the page, like you're not going to get any exposure. And people are going to Google, they're asking questions, right?
yeah,
They want to know how to fix something. And if your content isn't explaining how to fix something, you're never going to show up. I mean, unless obviously in the trade business, it can be a um, either emergency situation, right? Emergency plumber, plumbing near me, right? Those searches are still set up to find the trade services, but a majority of them, like if you're a landscaper and someone's thinking about, hey, I want to redo my backyard, they're looking up design tips. It's like what plants go with what plants, and if your content isn't providing that information, like you're not even going to be thought of when they actually go to either try to do themselves and fail or just hire you right off the bat.
absolutely, absolutely. And I just want to point out something too. One way that I've really been able to stay current with all the marketing news is this wonderful newsletter. It's called the Mondays Marketing News. It's created by Daily Draft. Do you know that newsletter blog, Brandon?
I heard of it. Yeah, I heard of it. It's pretty good. You should read it.
Yeah, I get it. I get an opportunity to have the latest news delivered directly to my inbox every Monday morning. And it's Monday's marketing news. And full disclosure, that is one of the newsletters that I run, that's completely generated using AI. But I do have to say, Brandon, but having that newsletter and just actually paying attention to the articles that it curates, I remember, because I think I'm on my fourth month now. I think it's about 4 months strong. I think we're some double digits in subscribers, readers, and issues. But
Nice.
but what I also see is that news of what's going on in the marketing world coming straight to my inbox that I'm able to look over and actually share it. And some of the really exciting things that I see, well, interesting things that I see, is the amount of AI articles that dominate the news cycle. It literally dominates the news cycle, from Facebook Meta having AI built into it now. I think I had a new just a brand new feed, brand new opportunities for creators. And it's almost as if, how it's like you would usually just go to one of the chat assistants and ask for a query. But now a lot of these apps are becoming AI built into it, where there's some AI component built in with the app. And I think that is an important thing to note for business owners out there, that you have some AI component attached to your business. And I know that we talked recently about, and we actually created maybe I created a couple of them, the AI chat bots that we can feed with our own information and data, and you with the AI receptionist. What are your thoughts about what this year has brought from what you maybe have expected, and what is reality when it comes to the world of AI and business owners? What's new? What's different? And what do business owners really need to know?
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, at this point in time, if you're not in it now and have just been kind of tooling around with it, you'd be drinking from the fire hose. And there's a lot of people, from what I'm seeing, and I mean myself included, are just using AI as an extension of yourself for simple tasks. Like, one of the tasks I have to do is like rewrite a whole bunch of documents or reformat a whole bunch of documents, to at least make them uniform and functioning and compliant, right? And so I'm taking the new document and the old document, at least document style, putting them into Claude, and be like, Claude, I need you to take this new document, make it look like the old document. And it does it. It takes about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes for it to review the content and put it together. And it comes out and it works and it's great. And so it's like, that saves me, I don't know, an hour per document. So I
Mm,
can knock out 10 documents in maybe 30 minutes, as opposed to it would take me 10 hours to retype, reformat, copy and paste, all that kind of stuff over. So, I mean, there's the speed aspect of it. There's also the planning aspect of it, because you may know what you want, right? But you might not know how to get it out on paper and really conceptualize it. And the AI can help you conceptualize any thought that you have and want to do, and fill in any missing gaps that you may have in your plan. And so if you're not good at typing, there's a fantastic app called Whisperflow. That's the hottest thing since sliced bread out on the internet now. Is, you hit the, what Russell likes to call the
fun.
fun button. If you have a Mac, it's on the bottom left with the little globe on it. On a PC, I don't know, I think it says FN. It's in blue somewhere. And you just talk to your computer and you just kind of riff, right? And in your riff, it takes everything that you want, puts it into the chat box, and you hit enter, and it goes. You don't have to type. In fact, I use my own little fun button, I guess, on my phone. The latest Instagram post that I put up there, I talked to it, and then I have my quick text that, you type one thing in and it puts out a whole bunch of text, or whatever, shortcut text, whatever you want to call it. And that's how I get my scripts for my videos, if I feel like scripting a video instead of just free flowing it. So it's those little things that just make it faster and better and easier. Um, but you still have to know the steps and the processes to get exactly what you want, because at the end of the day, it's still a machine, and terrible input gives you terrible output.
Mhm.
Crap in, crap out. And that's really the thing that you have to worry about when it comes to these models, is if you're not prompting it properly, you're going to get terrible results. right? I mean,
Hmm.
it may know some as far as the general knowledge, but for it to give you either good copy, actually a good plan, or anything like that, like the prompts have to be on point. Third thing is like as an owner, you should know about the stuff, but you shouldn't be the one doing it. In the sense of like you should have somebody to execute for you, right? You're the owner. Like you need to be leading the ship, not you know elbow deep into the mess of the minutia. There's too many things to be worried about than do that. I mean, use it to brainstorm ideas for growth. You get those ideas, you pass them on, delegate them, and then have them take on the responsibilities of either executing themselves or having AI assist in the execution of creating the assets you need to create. Um, and then you know, going into creating assets, Canva is like going crazy with the AI now.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've still yet to figure out how to fully um, take advantage of Canva's AI deal. Um, I still get the version one of Will Smith eat spaghetti. I'm going to keep bringing it up pretty much every week with all this AI stuff when it comes to images and videos. However,
Hmm.
from our last um, conversation that we had with the guy, I'm sorry,
Ray Karpuska, Ray
yeah,
K.
Ray Karpuska. I took his advice and it clicked. And I actually made a video
Uh-huh.
using AI with Flow for my local theater. If we want to show it, we could show it. You want to
That
see it?
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I'm pretty sure Ray would appreciate that. Well, he actually just pointed out what you were doing wrong. And he actually, what did he say? He said, you don't go to the AI to ask the AI what to give it. And then it kind of clicked with you, didn't it? It
That and that and having the source material. So
okay.
you know
All
what I
right.
mean for a consistent deal. Now the thing is, like I don't have all the fancy programs. I buy all the credits things like that. I used Flow from Google, and I have Google Workspace, so I got some credits. I can make like 3 clips a day or something like that, and I still get the watermark on them, which sucks. But it was still cool the fact that I made this. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the tab,
All right,
and
cool. Cool. This will be interesting to see. Uh-oh. Is it the first non-Will Smith video from Brandon?
yeah, yeah. What first? All right. So here it is. Here, let's see if I can just make it a little bigger here, so you not get the. I don't know. You still get the thing. There we go.
Ah, nice.
All right. So for the quincentennial, the America 250, Ohio is a little background here. Ohio is doing Ohio at the movies type deal as part of it, and each county has an event. Local theaters or whatever are doing stuff, right? And so from Champaign County, where I'm at, Mr. Krabs is actually from Champaign County, and so we're showing SpongeBob as a free event on the 13th, I believe. So I volunteer there, and the owner was like, "I need to come up with something that's a little bit more entertaining than what I currently have. It didn't look good, yada yada yada." So this is what I kind of came up with here.
Did
I'm ready! I'm ready! Movie time! Movie time!
Across Ohio, communities are coming together to celebrate the magic of the movies, and Champaign County is joining the fun. On Saturday, June 13th at 4 p.m., Ohio Goes to the Movies comes to the Gloria Theater for a free showing of the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. Meet SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward, snap a photo, enter to win a SpongeBob movie basket, and enjoy an afternoon of family fun. Ohio Goes to the Movies, celebrating Ohio's theaters, communities, and the unforgettable experience of seeing a movie together. Saturday, June 13th, 4 p.m. at the Gloria Theater. Admission is free.
very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean,
You should run that on it. That was good, Brandon. That was good.
yeah, they're gonna run that spot. I mean, and I did that. I mean, I did it last weekend. I think I did it on Sunday. I was given the task on Saturday. I'm like, what am I going to do? Come up with it. And like Saturday got too late to do anything. So I did it Sunday. And it was like Sunday, 9 o'clock. I'm like scrambling, trying to figure this out, redo the slide and the text and like all that kind of stuff to make it, something, right? But the main thing is obviously it was edited in Descript. The script was done by Claude. Or maybe Chat GPT, I don't remember, but it was an advertorial deal, I think, that I have a prompt for. And then I put it into Descript with the AI voice, the old announcer voice. I was like, that's the best thing that's going to fit, and sent it over. And she liked it. I mean, there's a couple tweaks there and things like that, but I had to do a little back and forth. But because there was one like intermediate clip before the people of like cartoon SpongeBob and the theme song, kind of gearing people up for what was to like come or whatever, but she said cut that out. Didn't make any sense. So
Okay.
yeah, a little 50-second spot.
Was that audience AI generated?
No, the audience was out of Descript, stock media out of Descript. So yeah, so they weren't AI. It was just stock media.
We'll have to show that to Ray.
Well, hopefully he comes back and watches and he can see it. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like I wish I didn't have to have the watermark on there from the Flow deal with Gemini, but whatever. I don't think people pay that close attention to it. But anyway.
Oh, nice. Yeah. If you didn't see last week's episode, make sure to go check that out. I think Ray gave a very, very great presentation with his 5-step VSL animation workflow. And I thought maybe that you used Marketing Secrets to come up with that script, but you said that you didn't. But he does mention that having the great script is 80% of the work, because when you have a great script, it's going to bring out, that script is going to have those emotional tones. And the scripts that Marketing Secrets AI generates are pretty darn good. They are pretty good. I still haven't, it's like, I started the project and it's not fully complete, but now you're motivating me there, Brandon. You're motivating me to go in there and actually use some of those features to create some VSL. It's crazy. What would it have taken to come up with that just a year ago?
I mean, who knows, really? I mean, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to animate SpongeBob walking into a theater. Like that would have been 100% out. No possible way. It would have just been kind of static, or maybe some stock clips. I might have been able to rip from YouTube. Even then, you could do it now. Like I tried to download a clip from YouTube, and like all the old tried and true YouTube video downloaders don't work anymore. Like YouTube got smart, and like you can't download things from them anymore. So yeah, it would have been very difficult. And even coming up with the script, it was like, I'm okay at writing, but AI is definitely much better, because I mean, it has all of the general knowledge of writing, and the prompt styles and all that kind of stuff. So it knows how to put something together in the conversion equation, right? Interrupt, engage, educate, offer, all that kind of stuff. So
well,
you had to teach it, but it still puts it together better than what you can put out. Like at least what I could put out, I feel.
Well, you mentioned that, and I think that's something that's really, that was something that really, one of the first days when Russell goes through the Marketing Secrets AI, he talks about when you are using these general large language models, I think that they don't necessarily know the the best performing framework like you just mentioned.
Mhm.
Now, the reason that yours is knows it is because that you have told it that framework. But most other people, unless you have a proven framework, the large language model is going to go out there and bring back what it thinks is the best performing, framework or steps to bring that script back to you. And
Mhm.
speaking of that, and you were talking about, using AI for tasks. And I think that, since I made a declaration at the beginning of the year, why not make a declaration at the middle of the year too?
Mhm.
And so I think, well, I'm saying I think, but I think there's a transition from using AI as tasks and tools to using it for as an assistant, literally as an assistant. And I'm not talking about really going deep like some people do, because there's some people that probably started the year and I could actually pay attention to what they're talking about, but they're so far gone into Hermes, I don't even know, Open Claw, they're just gone. And I am not that far. Are you, Brandon?
No, I'm not at all. In fact, when we had our internal call with ClickFunnels for the ambassador group, and they were talking about the capabilities of expanding the API with Claude and being able to actually build a page using AI coded for ClickFunnels that actually works in ClickFunnels instead of just doing the HTML element. I was like, oh, I need this. Like I want it so bad because I don't hate building pages. It's fine to build pages, but if I could find a way to whisper flow it and talk about the page that I want and for it to build it, that would be fantastic and great. And so I tried watching James and Madison and Dan's show on how to do it, but it was a little difficult because a lot of the ways that the way that you have to do it, there's a lot of secrecy behind it. Like you can't just show your keys and like do the actual steps of grab your keys, paste your keys here and things like that. Like you don't want to put that out
Out in the public, yeah.
in the public and things like that. So it was a little difficult to follow. I wasn't in the right mindset of like sitting down and learning anything to do it. So, I mean, I know lives go away in 30 days. So I got to figure out how to learn it and get it done in the next 30 days. Before their video goes away forever.
Yeah. So with my declaration, I have discovered my AI chief of staff, and I've had my AI chief of staff go into and I've been learning it and practicing it, giving it access to just some simple things to do. I'm currently at the point where my AI chief of staff is now delivering to me a daily briefing, Brandon.
Nice.
A daily briefing, and I've used it so far to analyze my current social media profiles and for it to give me its honest, brutal truth. And you know what, Brandon?
How terrible are you?
It hurt my feelings.
Instead, you sucked, huh? Yeah.
Okay. It told me, it said, you need to stop this immediately. And it told me, it said, look, and it told me, it said, look, numbers don't lie. And what I see in your profile, I was like, oh, I asked, I asked it to be pretty brutally honest, and it was brutally honest. But then, on the other hand, too, it did also told me here's where your gaps are. And one thing it said that what are you even talking about? It said you're all over the place. Yeah. And yeah, so it really gave me yeah, I guess I asked it to roast me and it roasted me. But it did give me at the same time it did give me a solid roadmap, a solid plan. It actually took some I actually when I got that 27-page Boise mastermind report. And what I did was I took that and in that Boise mastermind. So just for the back story, there was the Offer Lab contest for the launch of Offer Lab, and Russell invited all of the top affiliates to his penthouse in Boise, and they had a mastermind event. This was, I think, when I think I first heard about Russell's VSL strategy, about how he hacked all of the videos from Agora VSLs. It was the first I'd heard about it, even though we had seen the change in his channel recently. And I think we've seen a little bit of a change even across a lot of ClickFunnels social media. And I think we had a little bit of talk about that in that that meeting with the ambassadors, right? The Instagram page has changed. The ClickFunnels radio has changed. It's gone to a little bit. I think they're really leveraging AI more. But in that, out of that mastermind, there came a full report, 27-page report that outlined everything that they discussed from Todd's discussion about the emergency meeting at headquarters, and what he's been working on and how he's developing these new apps, no code completely. But I took that report and I took the information from Steffi Chen, Steffi Chen and Camilla Markson, because they talked about how they talked about insider strategies. So these are not strategies that you can find. More than likely, you can't find this in the regular large language model. But I did take that and then I gave that to the AI and I said, look, use this. And also, you know what I did too, Brandon? You know what I told it? I said, develop a content plan, and it developed it. And then you know what I did? I went back and I asked it, I said, did you take into consideration my customer avatar that I have loaded into it? And then it went on to say, I sure did. Here's the part that I went with that customer avatar. Here's this part. Here's this part. This is directly aligned to speak directly to your customer avatar. And I was like, whoa, this was cool. You want to see some of it?
Sure.
All right. Okay. I'll show a little bit of it, but I'll show a little bit of it about when I actually queried it. And I said to it, I said, did you take into consideration? And then I went even further and I said, what do you even know about me? And then, yeah, it went on to tell me what it knows about me. Hold on 1 second. Let me see here. And then, yeah, of course, I had to do an audit. Oh, you know what? I actually went on there and I just basically told it. I said, I feel like I'm stuck. Hold on. Let me find this conversation. Let me find this conversation and find it. And let's see it. Where is that conversation at? I've been having so many different conversations with it, and but that's the one that I was like, I did. Hold on. Let's see here. Hold on. It's not that conversation. Not that one. Not that one. I need to start. I need to start renaming these conversations because I don't know if you've been in there recently, but they've actually started, they've created a little folder for all of your everything that it creates for you. Everything that it creates for you. Nope, not that one. All right, hold on. Not that one. Too thick. Not that one. Let me see here. And it was or do you want to see you don't want to see how it roasted my you
That'd
don't
be the
want
best. That'd be the best part. We
to
gotta
how
see
it
that part.
roasted my page?
Yeah, we gotta see how bad it is.
Okay. You want to see how bad it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Well, I mean,
god.
I know mine's hot garbage. So, I mean, I really can't, say too much about it. But yeah, I was just curious on what it said.
Okay. All right. Hold on. You'll be curious to what it said
Mm-hmm.
because I asked it to do. Oh no. Okay. I think this is it right here. Oh no, the honest expert. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So all right. So hold on. Okay. So all right. Okay. So here's what I will. Okay. You know what I asked it to do? So I found a. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be tomorrow before we see it.
No. I just had to get it. I got it here now. It's literally going to be tomorrow. I'm literally delaying showing it. But all right. Okay. So here's let me get there. Let me share. I will share something. Okay, got it. All right. All right. Here is my AI chief of staff. What's going on? I'm gonna give my AI chief of staff a name soon. But I don't think there's any yeah, it's just I would ask it how many friends do I have on my Facebook page, and that's what it named it. But I did I had it. I wanted it to I wanted it to analyze this one particular page, and I asked what was making this page successful, and it told me what was making it successful, and I said, how can I model the same for my own personal strategy? So and then it says, let me check what I already know about you before building this out. And he says, I have what I need. And then it told me I already have attractive character built out. The mental marketer, AI funnel automation. And my backstory is rich enough. And then it talked about how I could model that same about the struggle and how I could turn it into videos or long form Facebook, and then also free community with weekly live training, many courses. And the goal is to make the group valuable, that joining it feels like obvious first step, and not joining it feels like leaving money on the table. And then gave me a few recommendations because it knows me and my funnel building background, and then tell the story of my struggle. And then I said, yes, please build this out into a full day, 30-day Facebook strategy using those 4 pillars as the foundation. And then it actually created it, and then it makes it into a document that is saved. And I can actually download that document into a PDF. I can actually have it sent to my Google Drive. And then this is when it talks about my positioning angle. And then this is the question that I asked it, right? Did you take my customer avatar into consideration when you drafted this plan? What can I expect to see on my profile using this plan? I wasn't going to just take the answer that it gave me. I wanted to give it a test to see if it had actually used what was in, what I've given it to draft this. And then it turned back. It said, yes. There you're going to find out my funnel builder's avatar name. My funnel builder's avatar's name is Sharon. and it says that it was fully loaded when I built this plan. Here's exactly how her profile shaped it and what you can realistically expect. And it says how Sharon drove every decision in the plan. Her number one fear, her number one desire. That's why the mental marketer method maps directly to her outcome. Every week of content moves her closer to believing that outcome is possible and that you are the person to get her there. And then it also goes on to show how I had loaded it. Oh my gosh, my customer avatar is loaded, Brandon. I took a lot of the advice from the training and I really went deeper, not just surface level, but I really want the AI. I want the output from AI to be good. I don't want it to be generic. I want it to really get into those, I want it to be able to speak the same language as my customer avatar. I don't want this generic stuff that comes from Chat GPT. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There is specific language. So I really, every time it kept bringing back answers, I said, no, I want deeper. I want the deeper reason. What does this mean? How is this affecting their health? How is this affecting their body? You know what I did, Brandon? I went to, I went a little bit into Warrior, Garrett J. White. You remember how he has his whole 4 body being balanced? Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, I did this program last year.
And he actually has a good course talking about how you need to go deeper. What does that mean? What does that mean? So I actually took some of that to get this AI to pull out those desires in my customer avatar. So whenever I'm feeding it or whenever I'm getting an output, I want to make sure that it's taking my specific information into consideration. And then, so I just wanted to make sure that that this AI did, and it assured me that it did, and it actually broke down each area that it had been used in. And then it talks about each week what I can expect, how many different followers, and then I had it, okay, please write the copy for day 1 using my attractive character background. And then it went on to write a post for me and then said, pin this post at the top of your page immediately. And yeah, I really had it. And now it's actually creating a report, and all the 30 days, it's sending it to me on a daily basis just to check up on me to make sure that I have completed that lesson. And that's something that I am very, very, very excited about, really going deeper into. And that's when I say that, this second half of the year, I'm talking more about not just using AI as these tools to create things. I mean, that's awesome. That's great, because I'm going to still use it for tools to create graphics, to create, to help me with copy, to help me write, to help me with scripts, to help me with videos. But also on that second half, I want to use it to be my assistant and deliver this to me on a daily basis, deliver this to me on a weekly basis. So I started with the Facebook page. Then I've also had it analyze my YouTube, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, and also give me plans for those on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. But if you notice, I didn't show any of what it roasted my account for.
I know. That's what I was waiting for. I'm sitting here patiently waiting for that, and I'm not getting what I asked for.
But
how are you going to teach people how to do it the right way if you don't show what you're doing the wrong way?
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. You want to see it. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. It was, yeah, it is, you know what? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. All right. So I'm gonna pull this up here. All right. So this was an audit of my mental marketer business page. Hold on, let me bring this up here. All right, okay. So this is an audit of my Facebook page, business page, The Mental Marketer. And I asked it to be brutally honest for me. I asked it to analyze my last, 100 posts. I think I said, what did I say? Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. Pull my last 100 posts and give me an honest analysis of what I can improve to grow my audience. Said it's connected. Okay, all right. And then it says the straight truth. Your page is stuck. And it's not a follower problem. It's a content format problem. And here's what the data says across your last 100 posts. This is what hurts. Oh my gosh. It's like average engagement is 1 reaction per post. 25 posts got 0 engagement at all. 0 shares across 100 posts. Then 82, and then it told me my 3 biggest problems. 82% of my posts are just plain text with no images, no video. Text only posts are almost no reach from Facebook's algorithm. I disappeared in May. I had 47 in March, 42 in April, and then 11 in May. It tells me that consistency is punishable, and I'm paying for it right now. I didn't have a CTA in 81% of my posts or comments. People just scroll past it. I'm informing my audience, but not activating them. Every single post needs to end with a question or a direct ask. Then it talks about the biggest mixed opportunities on my page. I've never gotten a single share. And share is how Facebook pages are going to grow beyond their existing followers. And my content is mostly promotional. Shareable content is mostly valuable. Bold takes, surprising results, personal stories, and social proof get shared. Announcements don't. So yeah. That's what I was told. Yeah. So yeah. Have you ever had an audit done on your social?
No, I just already know it sucks. I mean, I don't need it. I don't need a computer to tell me I'm terrible. However, I've been posting a little bit more reels lately, especially doing the 75 hard deal. I think the first one I put up, because I haven't posted in a while, I actually got 933 views. I don't know how many are qualified, but the last one I just put up got 619. I took a couple days off there for it for day 25. Like 9, 11, and then I went to 22 due to travel and things like that. Then 23, and now 25. But I'm looking at my retention graph, and they're like whew, like
A hockey
just
stick.
just dies out at the first 5 seconds. So I got to figure out the first 5 seconds to keep people more engaged. Granted, it's just me with a walk and talk. So I mean, they're not that interesting for what they are, but I think people are staying a little bit longer now. They got put, at least for the last one, because I put music on it. And I get it. Like somebody's talking about 75 hard walking. It's not earth shattering, groundbreaking deal, and I'm not like educating or informing too much about it. So I'm learning, right? And even with the script that I have and I am using, it's not doing good enough. You know what I mean? It's like it's not. I don't think the format, I guess, or the I don't know, framework of that particular script is working. Like I might have to change my prompt up to change the framework of the script itself, or the style, I should say.
Yeah, yeah. One thing I do really love about the AI is that it recognizes patterns that you don't that the regular human doesn't recognize. And it can recognize the patterns in your content, and it can bring back reports. So I definitely love that part of the AI. And I think that just, whereas before we would have had to kind of look and try to figure out what's going on, what's going on. Let me try something here. But now we've got better guidance, better guidance to help us improve and become better over time. And I've got some people that reached out to me and asked about that little 30-day program. So I think I offered it free to some people inside my Facebook group, because I can, if you don't have the Marketing Secrets app, I definitely would recommend at least giving it a 14-day free trial that you can get when you sign up for the AI Secrets Challenge. And they are still running that every week, every Monday. You can sign up and you can go through the challenge. They've been tweaking it and making it. I don't know if you've been inside the training lately, but Susan Leonardson is in there. Susan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen? Well, her new trainings are in there, and they have opened up another of the free apps inside. And I haven't had a chance to look at this one yet. But that one is let me see, what app is that? It is, where did it go? Oh, it is, you know what it is?
Hmm.
It's the framework extractor. Yes. It's the framework extractor is the tool that interviews you on how you actually think, work, and it gives your signature framework a step by step, and then designs exactly how to teach it. Man, I'm telling you, that AI, that app is just an all-in-one marketing machine. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I have. Be honest, I had to pull out of it there after the first couple months of it. I just couldn't get myself away from what I already paid for with Claude and GPT, and I know it kind of replaces it, but they're so seasoned right now. That's not to say I'm going to be away from it forever. I'll probably jump back in it, but I got to get myself sorted first before I add another shiny object. But I can like 100% vouch for, like, if you don't have these tools and you're looking to get in it, like, this is a Ferrari for what you get in, but I highly recommend getting it, because it will save you so much time if this is your first iteration into AI and putting AI into the business. It's bar none the best thing that's out there, and it works.
Yeah, yeah. See, I wasn't in that situation where I was already, paying for all these other subscriptions. So this is my one and only subscription that I'm paying for. So yeah, I wasn't paying for any of those other things. I mean, we'll see. I'm still in the high credit amounts, but we'll see as I start using it more, I can see that the credits are starting to actually be used a little faster. Although I'm still getting extra credits every day. I'm in there almost, I won't say they're almost every day, but I'm in there every day, almost as much as I am in ClickFunnels, which is every day. I don't know if I've had a day that I haven't been inside ClickFunnels. I was helping someone today, Barnum PT, inside of there, just helping them copy pages and paste them inside. Barnum PT at one time was actually really embedded into ClickFunnels, but I think since they've gotten their own AI in there, that it's really separate, and you access it from the Chrome extension from your toolbar up at the top. Other than that, what is what do you have a mid-year declaration for the rest of the year, Brandon? Everybody wants to know. Doesn't everybody wants to know? Give it to us in the comments. Say Brandon.
Yeah, so my mid-year declaration is to bring on 2 more customers by the end of the summer. Okay, I need to make 2 deals and see if we can get them done. I mean, we're talking high ticket deals, so I'm not like looking for these like onesie twosie deal. I'm talking anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 deal closed. 2 of those end of the summer pays off everything that I've invested into, and gets me set up for a solid fourth quarter. So
yeah. Anything special you looking at doing?
Picking up the telephone. Just picking up the telephone, one, to get them, and then again, establish and setting up AI processes in their business that they can benefit from. And we've talked about it numerous times before on here, is like these AI receptionists, booking calls, straight to the calendar, right? Like one call closes literally, so you don't have to worry about it, right? Setting the appointments, the social media management, which is needed, for these businesses, because they're just running amok, just trying to do the work, take the calls, all that kind of stuff. They're not paying attention to social, at least having that set up. And then having that AI CRM that I have access to now, that has been like CRM that I've had has been upgraded to dial in to the customer, so who your customer is, and then you can take all that data and then build your offers around that, because now you can build the perfect avatar because you have the AI CRM that gets all the data. So I mean, the tech that I have, like the biggest blue collar conglomerate, like the company that owns Molly Maid, uses this technology that I have access to help implement into your business. So if they're using it, and it's not that expensive, you can use it. So that's what I got. That's what I'm pitching. I still got to come up with the overall offer, because everything keeps changing so quickly with this AI and the different apps, things like that. But I got to get back to doing the webinar, the 3 biggest mistakes small business owners make, and then tie that into the pitch of the funnel audit to then move it into the offer of installing the system into the business.
Yes. Awesome.
Oh,
awesome.
and I don't know if you saw in the ClickFunnels group, I found a first edition copy of Expert Secrets.
You put that in the ClickFunnels group. Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
It was an interesting find.
Why are you kind of backwards? Why is it kind of backwards?
I don't know why I'm reversed. I don't know.
You want me to change it?
Have I been reversed the whole time?
Yeah, because your Cincinnati Bengals has been oh yeah, there you go. Awesome. Now let me see. What is it? What does it say at the bottom? What is it? What is it? The underground playbook?
Underground playbook for creating a mass movement of people who will pay for your advice.
And who wrote the foreword?
Kiyosaki.
Okay. Yeah, because I think there's the newer version. Maybe it's Garrett J. White that wrote the foreword. I think that's how you know it is the newer version because of the change of the underground playbook, and then also who wrote the foreword. Because there is a foreword, the newer version, I believe the foreword was written by Garrett J. White. Awesome.
Yep.
Yes.
And so this one has actually been written in. And it was given as a gift from a guy named Peter to a guy named Brian.
Yes, yes,
What is NSA Ohio?
yes,
So I'm a little bit
yes.
mad it's been written in, but
So my declaration at the middle of the year is to start leveraging AI more in my business, not just as a chat assistant, but more automation, and also to help 10 funnel builders, entrepreneurs, content creators establish their own automation, their own AI automation that will help them to grow their audience and start to generate leads for their business, at least a minimum of 10. And I'm going to start as per my AI chief of staff recommendation. Um, I'm gonna see if I can start another weekly live, just a training session. I know there's a couple people that are doing it. I'm just thinking about, you know, I think the I think there's gonna be just, we're ClickFunnels ambassadors, right? And it doesn't seem like there's any talk about us not being ambassadors anytime soon, right?
yeah, I don't know if
But
anybody wants to step up or do it or give it up or whatever. I'm fine doing it. I have no problem continuing to talk about ClickFunnels. I'll probably talk about ClickFunnels until there's no more ClickFunnels. So
yeah, but it just seems like all these other, I think if anything, I think all these other opportunities for people to step up as ambassadors of some other part of the brand. There's still some people that could be AI, marketing secrets ambassadors. And you know what? I even saw Russell. I think Russell has renamed. I don't know if he's renamed it or whether it's always been called Marketing Secrets Russell, but on Instagram, he's got an
he,
Insta. He's
he
got an
changed
Insta.
it.
Huh?
He changed it.
He changed it. What was that? Was that his? That wasn't his regular account, was it?
I think so.
Okay, so he changed it to Marketing Secrets Russell Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that, and I was like, wait a minute, but it didn't have as many followers though.
Look,
But
maybe he's doing some guru stuff and got some followers. I don't know. They they were hiring for a social media person a while back, then apparently paused it. I don't know if they ended up filling the position or anything. I haven't heard anything back. So yeah. In any case, I got to make some money. It's 9 o'clock. I will say for the 2 new clients that I did bring on board, I looked at his year to date since we started back in April. Let's see, April 9th was his first sale, and it's June 4th, over 12 grand in sales. So that's not bad for only organic marketing. And he got his TikTok taken down, which he was devastated. TikTok shut down, like channel deleted. Thousands of views, hundreds of views, hundreds of thousands of views gone.
whoa, that's
Yeah.
devastating. That is devastating.
For like community guideline
But do they give you
violation.
any? Do they give you any reason?
No. So
Oh,
they just said violated community guidelines. And it was like, and they don't even tell you what, and you couldn't appeal it. And it was like, Well, all you can do is create another account and re-upload all your videos, because I mean, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, let's hope you actually save those videos.
Well,
And
usually, I don't. Even if you recorded them natively in TikTok, like, they should save to the phone. But I don't know. Hopefully, he's got them. But yeah,
that is a lesson. I think I've seen another couple big people lose their Instagram. Oh man. Whew.
and look, this person isn't even talking about, like, he's talking automotive dealership finance, and like it it shouldn't like be anything to.
It's not like make money online.
No, it's not. It's like how to be a better finance manager. And I guess, I don't know, people get butt hurt and are vindictive against things. You know how the automotive industry can be in the sense of, it's a big scam. You're out there trying to get scammed and all that kind of stuff. They just want to steal your money. And it could be that people reporting them, and TikTok probably just got tired of it. And yeah, so you have that. And then my other guy here,
He puts in work.
started. Yep, he started. I don't know how far back we got, but that's weird. That I thought he sold something. I didn't think he sold something that late, that deal. But one big sale. So one big sale in the middle of all this kind of inflates the numbers there for what it is. But started going a little bit lower ticket with guides and things like that. But finally got them on the right team in ClickFunnels, the courses, the community, all that kind of stuff built out, selling stuff now, and he's over $4,000.
Right,
So
right.
just starting out, and it's like there's you can make money online. Like, you can do this. You just have the right person behind you to help you get set up and put it together for you.
Yeah. We should get into a little bit more in that message hub. I think I saw the ClickFunnels team put out some videos about getting set up in that message hub. I think that's an untapped resource inside of the software. Along with, I also think that the CRM inside of ClickFunnels, I don't think it gets the rep that it should, because I think there is a robust pipeline that you can build and actually manage inside of the app. And not only that, with having the MCP server connected to it, you can really start to bring out some really specific data. Most specifically, who are your biggest paying customers? And what I found is that the biggest paying customers, it's usually 20% of your customers, 20% of that huge list are responsible for 80% of your income. And if you can pull those out, have the MCP server go in and bring that data back to you, then you can focus on ascension, because the biggest, you'll make the most money from just a few amount of people. That's the 80-20 rule. Yep. Have it run that data. And I think the CRM inside of ClickFunnels is underrated for being able to actually pull out that data. Maybe I'll do a demo of it on live, but I just don't want to share anybody's information on live. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cool. All right. Uh-oh, you're really breaking up. You are frozen.
So did you.
Okay, now you're back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's it.
End it for us.
We just hit the 110. Hope you had a fantastic night. I hope you liked my video. If you want an AI video, don't come to me. I can get you the guy or the gal that will get it done. But yeah, excited for the second half of the year. Going to finish it strong. I still have on my board, I look at it, $25K a month due September 1st revenue goal. So I got some work to do.
Let's go. All right, everyone. Thanks
Here we
for
go.
tuning in tonight's episode. And remember to keep making the world a better place.